In this video, you'll learn what package management is, why it's important for productivity, how to use it on Windows, and a few tips to get you moving along. So package management is the approach for how to deal with software that is interacting with the operating system. So a package is simply a set of assets that will be installed on a computer. This is an important tool, package management, because it allows you to deal with the rote and repetitive task of installing software on a new computer, a new server, or upgrading software, which is something that software developers have to do pretty much all the time. So it's an important thing to understand how to use on any computer, but we'll learn how to use it on Windows. On a side note, there is a feature of PowerShell built into the Windows operating system for package management. It has been referred to as OneGit or PSGit. These are not going to be covered in this tutorial. We're going to talk about one of the more commonly understood package management tools, Choclatey. But you may want to check out the other features built into Windows. That's PSGit or OneGit. So we're going to be talking about using the tool Choclatey. It's been around since the early days of Windows XP. It's a wonderful tool that's really built on top of PowerShell. So once you get to the install section of Choclatey, you'll be greeted with some instructions about signing up for the newsletter. That's of course optional, but you'll also be given the detailed instructions on how to adjust PowerShell so that you can actually run the command. Now, it is important to note that when you make that adjustment to PowerShell in order to run this one-liner command, you are modifying the defaults for executing remote PowerShell scripts. So just be aware, understand the changes that you make. You're making adjustments to your computer just based on a random person on the internet, so you would want to know what the impact is going to be. Now we'll clean up our desktop a little bit and get ready to begin using Choclatey now that it's been installed on our computer. We can check the version we have installed with choco-version. This may be updated from time to time, so you'll want to keep up with the latest version. To find software to install, we use the command choco search. In this case, I'm looking for VS Code. So when we do a search, in this case for VS Code, we're seeing all the examples of Visual Studio Code with various configurations mixed in. But there is just the plain VS Code package, which is what you would want to install when you're actually going to use just the vanilla VS Code version. Now, it's helpful to know what your own software already is. Chocolist-LO or list local only can tell you. Here I have VS Code 1.5.2.1. You'll notice I have vscode.install. That came along for the ride, and it's helpful because, and here's a tip for you, when you want to see just the version of VS Code to install, you can use the command chocosearch.install, and that will be the only version that comes back. This is not a separate package from VS Code. It's rather a helper package that makes sure on your local system you have the install features that allow it to be uninstalled. But you can use that to search for just the version of the software that you would want to install. Now, perhaps you already have software that you have installed and you need to get the upgraded version for it. So here, I already have Zoom installed, but I'm going to search for Zoom, and we'll see that the version I have, 5.4.59296, and the version that is available is 5.4.59784. So, Choclatey is installing the software without you having to go through all of the click operations to install it, but it is just installed on your local operating system. So here, the normal location for Zoom, we can see that the version I have installed matches the version listed in Choclatey. So I would like to get this upgraded, but I don't want to have to go through all the steps of downloading the new package. So I can simply issue Choco upgrade zoom, and -Y means I really want to do it. Don't ask me to confirm. Choclatey here is helping me. It notices that I'm not running from an elevated command prompt, so my install could actually fail. So to avoid that, it's telling me you should probably run in an elevated command shell. Quite helpful. So we'll go ahead and close this shell and open a new one as an administrator. Once we've approved it and opened it, we're now running PowerShell as an admin. I can make sure that I can still find Zoom. It is in fact there. So we'll go ahead and upgrade Zoom simply by doing a Choco upgrade Zoom -Y, which means yes, I really mean it. And you'll see here that it found an updated version. I didn't have to specify the version, it just knew that there was a newer one. It downloads it, and then it begins the installation. So by using Choclatey, you can get more effective and get more done in less time. And now I have the latest version of the Zoom client, all without having to do anything more than a few command lines. So hopefully this has been beneficial. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe.